Smashley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. And if it's your first time, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post brand new DIY videos every single week, so make sure you come and join the fam. I should also say happy first day of fall, happy first day of autumn, whichever you choose to say. I personally like to decorate for Halloween first, and I usually start from the outside in. So we're gonna be doing today some DIY exterior decor. First up, pumpkins. The idea that I have for these is actually to use the same technique that we used in my last video that we did on the faux ceramic vases. So I'll go ahead and link that for you guys up here in case you haven't seen it. But essentially it's a mixture of some acrylic latex paint and some baking soda, so I think they're gonna come out looking really cool. But I will be doing some patterns or designs on top of them. So we'll see. I'm still developing the idea, but we'll get started. First up is this big guy, and I got this beautiful dark teal color, also at Home Depot. I'm always in Home Depot. I told you guys I live across the street. So the color technically is called Black Evergreen. I love that color for fall, so we're gonna be painting this one completely in that color. Oh, do you guys see that? I died. So we'll pour some of the paint in here. We start adding our baking soda. All right, so this is about the consistency I like. I said this in the last video too, but it's almost like a thick pancake batter. But I mean, to each his own, so make it as thick or as loose as you want. I should also mention these are real pumpkins. Before you guys do this, wash them. They usually come with a ton of dirt and stuff from the farm, so I already have these pre-washed. Our first pumpkin is all dry, so we're ready to go ahead and just do our design. The idea I had for this was to use this metallic gold paint that I have and create a half moon. I'm gonna freehand it. I hope this comes out good, and if not, I'm just gonna turn the pumpkin around. For pumpkin number 2, we're going to be painting this one Vanilla Mocha. I wanted something more on the lighter side, but I didn't want to do like a bright white. This color I actually used on the panel canvas in my last video too, so it's not the first time you guys have seen this, but I love this color. And I'm actually gonna make a spider web, kind of going from the top down. Time for a spider. Last but not least, we're going to do our final pumpkin. This one I chose to just do straight black. So we'll add some black paint. Last pumpkin. Now for this one, we're gonna be creating a little bit of a galaxy, but really I'm just gonna be freehanding a bunch of stars. I'm gonna use the same Vanilla Mocha to do the stars on this one. I'm gonna add some gold. All right, here she is. Time for project number 2. We're gonna be creating a new Halloween wreath. And the idea that I had for this was, I knew I wanted this wicker wreath. So you kind of see it's a little bit like wispy all the way around. I knew I wanted that shape, but I couldn't find one that didn't have these little fall leaves on it. So in the interest of time, I just purchased it. I'm gonna take a wire cutter and remove all of the fall leaves. And I'm gonna basically be replacing them with these black foam bats that we're gonna make. I found a template on Etsy. I can link it for you guys in the description below. And I just printed out all different size bats. I think I'm gonna do the 2 in the corner. I think I'm gonna do this medium-sized one and then this larger one. And we're just gonna take off all of the fall leaves first. Perfect. All right, so take a look. Now she's nice and plain, exactly how I wanted. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take our foam. This does have some black glitter on it. I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna link the pack that I got on Amazon for you guys below, just because I went to the craft store the other day and realized they're much more expensive in the store, so I would recommend buying them online. What we're gonna do is put the glitter side down, and I went ahead and just cut out those bats I showed you guys earlier. These are gonna be our stencil. I have a black Sharpie, which will show up on the back of this because this is a little bit darker, and I'm gonna try and fit like 2 to a page. I'm gonna do 4 of the larger ones and then maybe 4 of the medium ones, and we'll see what kind of pattern we wanna do. Here's sheet number 1, sheet number 2. Now all that's left to do, just cut them out. Now that I have my army of bats, it's time to attach them to the wreath. So I'm gonna clear the station and we'll get going. I went ahead and just arranged the bats on the wreath the way that I think I want them. So what we're gonna do next is just take my glue gun. I have glue stick in here ready to go. It's been warming up for quite some time. And what I would recommend when you guys glue this down, I would do the center and then each of the wings. So we're gonna be making 3 points with glue, here, here, and here. There she is. For the 3rd and final project today, we're gonna be creating a welcome mat. I just picked up a plain mat over at IKEA, and right now what I'm gonna do is create the stencil for what I want it to say, which is "Witch, please." I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. And I know I want it in all caps. Let's mess around and see if we can find a good chunky font. Essentially, we want to use this as the stencil for the mat itself. That looks about good. And let's see how big we can get this. I have the page scaled up for an 8.5 by 11, which is standard printer paper, just because I want this to be as big as we can get it. All right, there it is. Size 232 in the font style Aroni. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but all I'm gonna do from here is print this at home on some cardstock. So let me just center this back on the page. We'll send her to print. Here she is all printed and it looks great, exactly what I had in mind. What I'm gonna do now is just take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to trace the outside of the letters, and we're gonna use this entire paper on top of our mat as the stencil. I would recommend doing this on a piece of cardboard like I have here, just so you can press down hard enough to cut through the cardstock but not ruin your table. Don't forget to also cut out the middle pieces for the P and the A. You wanna keep those on the side. We're gonna tape those to the mat. I'm so happy with how everything came out today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching today's video and seeing how we made up our front entryway with all of our new exterior decor. October is right around the corner and I have so many good videos that are coming out, so make sure your notifications are on so you can be notified the next time that I upload. As always, please like this video, comment down below which pumpkin or project was your favorite, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one.